This program was paid for by Health Star Chiropractic.
I felt a little twitch the day before, and the next thing I knew, my back just completely went out. I was unable to move, I was unable to walk.
I always felt bad because I was in pain, I couldn't sleep well.
And it was like a claw grabbing me in my back.
And it just become kind of almost painful to even walk sometimes.
There wasn't a whole lot I could do without being in a lot of pain, and for days in pain.
Do you suffer from back pain? Well, you're not alone. Millions of Americans suffer from back pain, and we would like to tell you about what may be a life-changing solution to this devastating problem. It's called SRS therapy. By now, you have probably seen SRS patients on TV talking about how their lives have been dramatically changed for the better. All a result of being successfully treated with our revolutionary new treatment for back pain called SRS therapy, or spine reconditioning system.
I feel fantastic now, almost immediately from the first treatment.
Oh, I just feel like I can walk my dog without being in any pain. I can do my gardening, plant my flowers.
I've been pretty much pain-free in my back now for about 4 years.
Even getting in and out of the car, when I would leave the clinic sometimes, I would almost be wanting to skip to the car because it felt so much better.
And within just a matter of weeks, saw some great results.
SRS therapy uses technology that is FDA regulated for effectiveness and safety to treat the underlying causes of back pain, with a success rate of 75% in reducing back pain.
Call Health Star Chiropractic at our new helpline number at 334-694-1111 for a free consultation.
Back pain sufferers have happily discovered that SRS therapy is a life-changing alternative therapy to surgery and other treatments. A treatment they did not know was available to them, and that has now given them hope to live pain-free. SRS combines the newest technologies that have been evaluated and cleared for use in back pain treatment by the FDA. Let's hear from some patients and find out what they have discovered and how their lives have been changed for the better after being treated with SRS therapy.
A couple of years ago, we were actually at work, and I'd kind of felt a little twitch the day before, and the next thing I knew, my back just completely went out. I was unable to move, I was unable to walk. So my job at that time was, I was a sergeant in the fire department, and my job was actually to drive the truck. So therefore, I wasn't even able to even get on the truck to properly get us to where we had to go. I was unable to move, do anything. I couldn't stand up without help, I couldn't bend over, couldn't do anything. Extremely sharp pain just running down my legs, down my back, everywhere. It's your lower back. It was unable to do anything. Anytime I'm actually got an 11-month-old at home now. My wife was pregnant at the time, so I'm thinking about my family and my baby girl and my wife. How am I going to be able to provide for them if my back continues to hurt the way it did? I'd went to a physician, and nothing seemed to help. They put me on medication and just told me to put ice on it and stay in bed, and within a couple of days the pain was still there. I was unable to relieve that pain just from medicine and laying down on a couch. I talked to a couple guys at the station before, and a couple guys that had back pain before, and they had told me that treatment had helped them out prior. So I decided to give them a call and see what they could do. I feel fantastic now, almost immediately from the first treatment. Almost immediately, I could tell a big difference. After the SRS treatment, and with a matter of days, I was up walking around with very little pain. Well, the thing I like about this treatment is, first of all, it worked. Second of all, I didn't have the side effects from medication. I didn't have to take the medicine. This was a hands-on approach to my problem, to alleviate that problem that I was having. I didn't have to feel the nausea and all the side effects that came along with the medication. My wife comes here now. They have treatments for my daughter, for infants. It lets me know that there are things out there that if I do have a problem, it's fixable. You know, it's not just pain management. It makes me feel more comfortable with my physical activities and enables me to take better care of my family. From the time I walk in the door, I'm walked in with open arms. To the time I leave is unbelievable. Every person that worked here has always been nice and gone out of their way to help me with whatever I needed. All I can say is that with the help of Health Star, that I've been able to continue my physical activities and been able to go on without any pain, and I'm very thankful for everything they've done for me and my family.
Because back pain symptoms and causes are not the same for everyone, we evaluate our patients on an individual basis. We then customize a treatment plan just for you to treat your pain without drugs or surgery. SRS therapy uses technologies that are FDA regulated for effectiveness and safety to treat the underlying causes of back pain. Patients are successfully being treated with SRS therapy and report decreased pain, more flexibility, and increased physical activity after treatment. Please call us today and discover what so many other back pain sufferers have. That being treated with SRS therapy may relieve your pain and allow you to start living your life to the fullest. So please, call us today.
Call Health Star Chiropractic at our new helpline number at 334-694-1111 for a free consultation.
It affected how I felt. I always felt bad because I was in pain. I couldn't sleep well. When I moved in my house, I really aggravated it a lot. I have a bad back anyway, and I aggravated it a lot by picking up heavy boxes and getting unpacked and unloaded, and I knew what I was doing, but I thought, oh, it'll be all right, but it got worse and worse. My dog, that is almost as big as me, I couldn't walk her she walks me, and and it was hurting, and I just kept thinking, it'll go away, and going up and down the steps, I just had this horrible, it felt like just a big pain in my hip, and that's when I went to get help, and it was the best thing I ever did. SRS therapy was so effective to me. When I got there, the doctor asked me on a scale of 1 to 10 about my pain, and for the first week or two, I stayed on an 8. It was that bad. I never went all the way up to a 10, but I know it was at least an 8, and it gradually went away and went down, and then I didn't have to go anymore. Oh, I just feel like I can walk my dog without being any pain. I can do my gardening, plant my flowers, do my housework. It makes me feel better all over. I met with one of the doctors, and he had x-rays taken of my spine, and we found out why I was in so much pain, and then he had a consultation with me about what they could do to make me feel better, and I told him that if there was any way in this world possible, I never want to have back surgery. And he said, I'm pretty sure we can help you, and they did. I don't think I could have found a place that the people were more friendly and caring and warm to every patient. I mean, not just me, but I watched the staff with all other patients, and they were so kind and caring.
SRS therapy is a clinically proven, non-invasive therapy that works to relieve back pain naturally. By treating the underlying causes of your pain, SRS is designed to decrease inflammation within the nerve root and the joints to allow proper nerve flow to the muscles and improve basic joint function. The overall result? A body that functions properly. SRS therapy then works to strengthen the ligaments within the spine to hold it in proper position. This process re-educates the muscles of the spine, helping the spine move properly. Patients report increased flexibility, decreased pain, and a greater sense of well-being. Please call us today and discover what so many other back pain sufferers have. That being treated with SRS therapy may relieve your pain and allow you to start living your life to the fullest. So please, call us today.
Call Health Star Chiropractic at our new helpline number at 334-694-1111 for a free consultation.
SRS has changed people's lives. SRS therapy has proven successful results to treat back pain. This clinic is the only provider of SRS therapy in the area.
Well, I had been in a car accident back in the early 90s, and when I lived in Louisiana, had some prior experience. I played golf with a chiropractor who took care of me, so I was here. Once we moved here, my condition worsened, where I was getting a bad pinch in my lower back, and I was a golfer. And so it wasn't on the left side, it was on the right side where I turned, so it affected my golf game a lot. So obviously we tend to put things off until they get acute. Well, when your golf game starts going bad and you start losing money to your buddies, when you used to take the money from them, you say, well, we got to get something fixed. Plus the pain aspect was getting bad. I had friends that were orthopedic doctors, and their solution was, well, we can go in there and cut and look. And I'm like, no, you're not going to go in there and cut and look. I know how to get this fixed. Anytime you go in a hospital, it's a lot of money, anesthesia, and then you got recovery and time off work and all this. So it was a natural for me to try this as a first step rather than going into a surgical type. So it was quite acute, and my friends were like, well, why are you playing golf? And I said, well, because I like playing golf. And they said, but you're hurting. And I'd say, yeah. So finally I just decided, okay, well, it was time to go do something about it. And like I said, I was sitting there watching TV one night, saw one of the commercials and said, you know what, I just need to go take care of this. I'm playing a lot more golf than I was, and I'm enjoying it. I've been pretty much pain-free in my back now for about 4 years, since the original correction. And as a result, my handicap's gone down, and I'm taking the money from them again, which is fun. And so it's gotten enjoyable again to play golf and just to do regular things in life. The thing is, when you're I don't think it's just that one area, but chiropractic, I find it helps with your whole health. It's a whole health type thing. Is when your spine's in alignment and everything's good and your neck's right, you feel better. I don't remember the last time I had a headache. So and yet I'm around people all the time talking about they have headaches and this, that, and the other, and I'm like, well, So I've sent a lot of folks there. I've got 2 or 3 employees that go there. My wife, my daughter go there, and everybody is, happier because they visited there. The staff was great. I mean, they get to know your name, and they treat you like a person, which is a good thing. I'm in the insurance business, and that's a people business, and so being personal with folks and making them feel comfortable, that's a good thing, and they did that. They do a good job of that. If you've got something that's bothering you, and it's in your neck or your back or your knee or something like that, you can't lose by going and getting checked out. They're going to be honest with you. They're going to give you an examination, and they're going to talk to you before they ever do any treatments about what they're going to do, how they're going to try to do it. And again, I'd say the best thing is there's no needles, there's no shots, there's no medicines, there's no cutting, there's no hospital stays. The treatment's all done right there on premises, walk in, walk out. So you should give it a try. If you're hurting, if you've got something that's ailing you, what's the harm in going and seeing if they can't treat it as you said, the other medical solutions are much more expensive and much more invasive. And I think that's, to me, one of the big pluses in chiropractic is it's non-invasive.
Because back pain symptoms and causes are not the same for everyone, we evaluate our patients on an individual basis. We then customize a treatment plan just for you to treat your pain without drugs or surgery. SRS therapy uses technologies that are FDA regulated for effectiveness and safety to treat the underlying causes of back pain. Patients are successfully being treated with SRS therapy and report decreased pain, more flexibility, and increased physical activity after treatment. Please call us today and discover what so many other back pain sufferers have. That being treated with SRS therapy may relieve your pain and allow you to start living your life to the fullest. So please, call us today.
Call Health Star Chiropractic at our new helpline number at 334-694-1111 for a free consultation.
Well, I have had lower back pain and especially right hip pain for probably about 10 years. Taught kindergarten for 25 years, so a lot of bending and sitting on the floor and up and down, so I'm sure that had something to do with it perhaps. I have a tendency to tolerate pain pretty well, so I had just kind of adjusted myself to it, but in the last couple of years it gotten to the point where I was having trouble sleeping at night. And it just become kind of almost painful to even walk sometimes. So it had gotten progressively worse. Well, it got to the point where I was noticing even getting in and out of the car, like I said, walking sometimes was painful. And the broken sleep at night was, I think, the main thing. I even bought a new mattress thinking that perhaps it was the mattress, but it obviously wasn't. From seeing the testimonials on TV, I saw the commercials repeatedly and had written a number down maybe a year ago and put it somewhere like I'm prone to do, and then after, like I said, I bought the mattress and that didn't really give me relief, and I started paying attention to the commercials again and decided when I had my spring break this year I was going to try it, and so I set up my appointment for spring break, and actually the first couple of times after I went, I could begin to see and feel some differences, and so I went consistently during the week of spring break and then the following week, and actually there were days when I would realize that I hadn't had any pain at all during the day and would be pleasantly, surprised at that. We had spring break mid-March, I think, and my first appointment was that Monday of spring break, and by that Thursday of spring break I could tell a remarkable difference. The treatments with the heat therapy and the electrodes, it was just a remarkable difference. Even getting in and out of the car, when I would leave the clinic sometimes, I would almost be wanting to skip to the car because it felt so much better. It's made a tremendous difference. I used to take Tai Chi only once a week, and now I'm sometimes there 2 or 3 times a week. Walking, I'm doing more walking now than I used to do. Sleeping better, that's really important for me. I'm able to sleep through the night most of the time now without, waking up from the pain. I think what appealed to me is the fact that this was something that was not pushing a lot of medication. It wasn't pushing surgery, because I really tend to shy away from traditional medicine, so to speak, in a lot of instances. And that was appealing to me, that there were people who were really willing to try alternative methods of healing. The first day I walked into the clinic, I was just amazed at how friendly everybody was. They greet you with a smile. And they learn your name really quickly. I was amazed at that. I mean, they have so many people in and out of there, but I'd walk in and hi, Miss Jackson, how are you? And that was, that felt good. It made me know that the people were actually interested in their clients, their patients, and they really cared about what they were doing. I would say, don't adapt yourself to the pain when there's help available. And that's something that I wish I had done long before I did. because I had gotten to the point where I was, adjusting myself and my activities around the pain and accommodating the pain, and it's much easier to get some relief from the pain. Makes it much more, makes life much more fulfilling.
SRS has changed people's lives. SRS therapy has proven successful results to treat back pain. This clinic is the only provider of SRS therapy in the area.
I couldn't vacuum the house. I couldn't pick up my kids' babies, their friends, children that come over to play. I couldn't sit on the floor. There wasn't a whole lot I could do without being in a lot of pain, and for days in pain.
She couldn't do much of anything. I was doing the vacuuming, I'm doing the laundry, I'm doing dishes. It's like, I'm working during the day, and I didn't mind doing it because I love her and I needed to help take care of her. That's my role, is to make things better. And I felt like if I do all the work and you don't have to do the work, don't have to bend over, then your back will be better. So I was just trying to do everything I could to make things right.
You miss out on a lot. You can't do things, your friends want to do stuff, you can't go to the movies. There were 2 years there, but recently when I had all my back surgeries, that I couldn't go to the movies because I could not sit that long in a movie theater.
She had degenerative disc problems, and it's just over the years it got worse and worse, and finally got to the point to where she had to do something, and we felt surgery was the only way. So went, visited with surgeons, had in fact 3 different back surgeries by 2 different surgeons, and when it was all over they would all say the same thing. It's just going to take time. It's going to take time.
And it just seemed to get worse with time. I knew I had some arthritis in my back, which I have known that for years. But the back surgery itself, like I said, we've done it before we did the back surgeries, and they didn't help, and they seemed to make them worse.
Well, after a year of a surgery and you're still no better than you were before you went for surgery, it's like, how much time is this going to take?
Most of the back surgeries that I had, I went in one day and was gone, came back out the next day, but you weren't allowed to walk more than 10 steps after a few days. And it was like a 2-week process before you could even walk outside the door. So try being confined to your house for 2 weeks is nerve-wracking enough. And not being able to move or to even bathe and dress yourself, and feeling like an invalid, really, not being able to take care of yourself and having to have your husband help you do everything.
We had been seeing the commercials for the chiropractor, the SRS treatments. Didn't know if they would try to even touch her with 3 back surgeries, but we decided to give it a shot.
And within just a matter of weeks, saw some great results.
And it's just been a miracle worker for her.
So I'm doing a lot more than I've been able to do in years. My dad lives up at Lake Martin, and for the last 2 summers I was not even able to go down to the dock. And so this past year I've been going. And
it's really been nice now that her back is better. It's taking the pressure off of it, and she's able to just do normal everyday functions again.
So this coming summer, I'm looking forward to getting in the boat, and this year I'm going to ride in the boat, and I haven't done that for a long time either.
We had 2 daughters get married this year, 6 weeks apart, and just being able to be there with her, not hurting, being able to dance, being able to talk with people, stay on your feet for hours talking with, walking around and talking to guests, was just it was life-changing.
I did not think I would be able to dance. I have not danced in years. But I thought once the wedding started, I'm going to try this, we're going to dance. We danced for 3 hours. Had a wonderful time. Had a super time. It was great, because I have not danced in so long. And that was nice to be able to enjoy that with my husband and family. At Health Star, they make you feel at home. They're so friendly there. There's always a smile when you open that door. Sometimes it's like you've been there for an hour and maybe not even that long, but you feel like you just walked in and your treatment's over, it's time to leave, and you don't want to leave. Sometimes it's like, okay, they're so sweet here. I wanted to stand around and talk to them. I wouldn't change a thing. I'm going there. I love going there. I feel great when I come out of there, and I'll continue to go there.
Back pain sufferers have happily discovered that SRS therapy is a life-changing alternative therapy to surgery and other treatments. A treatment they did not know was available to them and that has now given them hope to live pain-free. SRS has changed people's lives. SRS therapy has proven successful results to treat back pain. This clinic is the only provider of SRS therapy in the area. Please call us today to learn more and to benefit from what other back pain sufferers have discovered. That with SRS therapy, there is hope that you can live without that crippling back pain. So please call us today and start changing your life for the better.
Call Health Star Chiropractic at our new helpline number at 334-694-1111 for a free consultation.
I felt a little twitch the day before, and the next thing I knew, my back just completely went out. I was unable to move. I was unable to walk.
I always felt bad because I was in pain. I couldn't sleep well.
And it was like a claw grabbing me in my back.
And it just become kind of almost painful to even walk sometimes.
There wasn't a whole lot I could do without being in a lot of pain, and for days in pain.
Do you suffer from back pain? Well, you're not alone. Millions of Americans suffer from back pain, and we would like to tell you about what may be a life-changing solution to this devastating problem. It's called SRS therapy. By now, you have probably seen SRS patients on TV talking about how their lives have been dramatically changed for the better. All a result of being successfully treated with our revolutionary new treatment for back pain called SRS therapy, or spine reconditioning system.
I feel fantastic now, almost immediately from the first treatment.
Oh, I just feel like I can walk my dog without being in any pain. I can do my gardening, plant my flowers.
I've been pretty much pain-free in my back now for about 4 years.
Even getting in and out of the car, when I would leave the clinic sometimes, I would almost be wanting to skip to the car because it felt so much better.
And within just a matter of weeks, saw some great results.
SRS therapy uses technology that is FDA regulated for effectiveness and safety to treat the underlying causes of back pain, with a success rate of 75% in reducing back pain.
Call Health Star Chiropractic at our new helpline number at 334-694-1111 for a free consultation. This program was paid for by Health Star Chiropractic.